Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another video from Thrive Labs, the best place to learn everything about technical analysis and the financial markets. Today we have an important topic to discuss because we are seeing here Bitcoin very close to all-time highs. As a matter of fact, we are only 1.5% away before breaking new all-time highs as we are transitioning into a bull market. And that leaves us with a very important question. When alt season? Today, I'm going to be covering you what are the probabilities that an altcoin season will ensue and by taking a look at Ethereum. So without further ado, let's just dive straight into it. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor of today's video, Deribit. Deribit is the world's largest crypto options exchange where you can buy puts and calls on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Options are great for hedging outstanding positions, but can also be traded. If you are looking to dive into options trading, then this is the place to be, as it has the most user-friendly interface and has the best liquidity, as it is the undisputed leader in the options space within the crypto industry. If options are not your jam, however, then you can also trade traditional futures, perpetual futures, which means futures without expiry date, and spot. There we go. So let's take a look at Ethereum as we are transitioning into the bull market. And boy, oh boy, Ethereum and overall, in general, I would say altcoins are still lagging a little bit behind. But this is normal, as I have been around for a few cycles already. And it is usually the case that Bitcoin always leads the cause, after which eventually, you know, when people are starting to take profits on their positions in Bitcoin that have been already in very profitable positions, it is very common that then people start to rotate money into, you know, into altcoins, into the lower caps altcoins. And that has yet to happen. But of course, the leading chart that indicates the strength of the altcoin market as a whole is the mother of all altcoins, Ethereum. So that basically leads the charge when it comes to the altcoin section. And that is what I want to talk with you guys about today. Because Ethereum is in a very interesting place. It has also achieved new highs, but I do want to highlight and show some correlation that we've already seen happening in Bitcoin 1 month ago. And with that, we can start making a good thesis on what we can expect next on Ethereum and therefore also the altcoin space. So as you can see, we have a few levels here on the chart, right? So let me walk you through every single level so that you know exactly what I am talking about. If you have been following this channel for a while, then you are aware that I have been covering Ethereum for a while now. You know, every now and then. And with those videos, I have mentioned that the 2000 key level has been very pivotal for Ethereum's progression, as we previously have been simply ranging and attempting to break the level, faking out to the upside here, attempting it once again, front running it, and then failing to reclaim this until almost the next time at November 2023. We did tap it again, got another rejection, and then another rejection before eventually breaking through and backtesting this region, right? So this key level indicates a region of support, marking out not only this old consolidation level prior to this, but also marking out this whole band of resistance price action that in this case now has been flipped into support. And then since then we've seen a tremendous and quite amazing rise on the Ethereum chart of 73%. And now we have come above really what I deem the most important level on the chart. So what I've been saying for a while now on Bitcoin, the most important level on Bitcoin previously, obviously now it's the all-time high, but previously, you know, we were talking here about the $50,000 level. And if we look at simply how the shape of that chart looks like, right? Decline in price, bear flag, decline in price with a lots of key levels and a lots of technical confluence, such as a point of control, such as a Fibonacci level, the golden pocket, the 618, etc., etc. And not to forget the high of that bear flag, all set at $50,000, where we breached or where we tapped that level upon the ETF approval news and got a really big rejection. Now, if we simply just stick with looking at the shape of this chart, and if we translate this view into Ethereum, then it can be said that we are seeing something very similar over here. Drop in price, bear flag, highs, and we have lots of key levels around here. We have a weekly level over here. If we pull a Fibonacci level from all-time high to low over here to the low of the bear market, then we also find our confluence over here. Plus, we simply have that old piece of price action over here, giving us that magical key level of 3,500 to 3,600. Again, a resistance region, because it is a high time frame. We think in regions rather than very precise level, as that is much more for day trading, which, by the way, is what we do in the tribe, in our trading community every single day. But right now I'm talking more about the macro picture. And as you can see, we now have traded above it after seeing a very minor reaction of it. We have now multiple days, 3 days to be exact, trading above this key level. And now this key level can be classed as, okay, it is very important support level still, but it is very far away right now. So for the sake of sticking and staying up to date and not having exorbitant and exaggerated targets to the downside, this level right now is a lot less relevant as we transition towards higher prices of support, meaning that now this weekly level, 3,500 to 3,600, is now absolutely key for the immediate term for us to hold, because as you can see, it is technically very well respected. We tapped the level, we saw a very small retracement, but we have that data, so it is proven that it was, at least on the lower time frames, resistance, and now this should be support. And as long as we stay above this level, we have a very high chance of trading higher on Ethereum, with that next level of resistance coming in at the nice, clean and round, which is also a psychological level, and the 786 on the Fibonacci retracement pool, $4,000. This is the next resistance that Ethereum has yet to face, and I'm going to be very interested to see what is going to happen when we do reach this price, as we do maintain this uptrend. However, there's a few things that I do want to mention, and that is where we start transitioning into the altcoin potential season that we have coming up. There's one little thing though that worries me very slightly on the Ethereum trend, is the fact that this is basically just going up in a straight line. Now, as a technical trader, this is not particularly what I would like to see. Of course, it is great that we are traversing higher in price, right? Because in the end, that is what we all want. We do want higher prices because, that is always better than having like this really big extended bear market. However, I would really like to see a trend that has some consolidation periods, because those are the areas where a clear decision is being formed whether price should travel higher or lower. And if we do not see that, right, the function of creating these kind of ranges is also that should we trade away from it, whether that is to the downside or to the upside, it should be a good level of either support and resistance. And what worries me slightly is that we don't really have this kind of consolidation area, and that makes it dangerous that if we do start reversing the trend eventually, which will happen, I don't necessarily know yet where or when that will happen, but all I do know is that it will happen. And looking at the structure of this uptrend, it worries me slightly due to the lack of this range-bound environments that we have, making it so that, let's say, if we do get rejected off this level, then obviously this is going to be support. This has to be support if the trend is to be maintained. But the fact that we are lacking that structure, you know, makes it also probable that we're going to have a much deeper drop than anticipated. Now, at the moment, the trend is simply up, and I do expect higher prices. However, as always, I'm giving it to you raw and straightforward here. So, you know, I would really not be surprised that if we do get a rejection soon, then I would not be surprised if we do get a much deeper drop than everybody anticipated. However, at the moment, this is not the case. We are simply trading above the level. However, I just want you to be aware of it, right? And that is for me, if I can make you aware of things so that you can avoid making emotional decisions and, you know, essentially losing money where, you know, you could prevent that. If this video helps you doing that, then I'm a happy man. You know, that is the purpose of me doing these kind of videos in the first place. But now let's focus on what does this mean for altcoins. And I want to refer back to the beginning of the video where I said, hey, you know, it seems like everything is lagging behind because the structure looks the same as on Bitcoin, as we see here, this bear flag and these very big key resistances. They also get hit. However, it is literally a month later. So you could say that there's almost about a month of delay in altcoins and Ethereum, right? So, and that is important information that we can actually use to our benefit. Now, if we actually also compare this further to a Bitcoin dominance chart, this is not a chart that I'm actively trading, making trading decisions off of. However, it can definitely provide a little bit of a roadmap as to where is the money at the moment. And this is the Bitcoin dominance chart showing, you know, how much money is actually flowing into Bitcoin or into other aspects of the cryptocurrency markets. And as we can see at the moment, the Bitcoin dominance is here standing at $54,000. Now, what is important to notice, if let's say after all-time high, perhaps, if we start increasing in price in Bitcoin, if we continue to increase and if the bull market is in full steam, which we do have yet to see, as we did not break all-time highs yet, although we're so close that it's very likely that we're going to test these all-time highs by now. I think it's at the moment it's becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy. However, if we start seeing the price of Bitcoin continuing to rise, right? And if we start seeing this dominance dropping down, then that means that people are starting to rotate their money, or that the flow of money is starting to go into different sectors of the cryptocurrency space. And what is a different sector of the cryptocurrency space? Well, you know, the answer is very obvious. That is going to be the altcoins. So if Bitcoin is maintaining its bullish trend, you know, let's say we trade into all-time highs, and then once people do start to take profits, maybe Bitcoin is going to range for a little bit as it enters maybe in some quiet waters post all-time highs, let's say, then that could be a great opportunity to start looking at, for example, this chart, seeing if the Bitcoin dominance is dropping, and keeping a close eye on what the mother of all the altcoins is going to do, which is Ethereum, right? And then if Ethereum indeed is starting to pick up even further, and the Bitcoin dominance is starting to drop a little bit, whereas while maintaining its positive structure, then that can be a great opportunity to start looking for altcoins. This video is for informative purposes only, right? This is not financial advice. If this serves you well, then leave a like and subscribe to this video. And I also have another little bit of news. There's a very good chance that starting this month, or perhaps in the beginning of next month, I will start doing a daily show where I will be covering individual altcoins, and that is going to be fun. So make sure you do leave a like and subscribe, because then you will get that notification once all of that is going to come into play. Because, you know, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in great times in the crypto markets. The opportunities are left and right. It is only just beginning. You know, make sure you get yourself educated. Go to our website, learn the theory behind reading these charts, so that you can literally make the most out of this run that has yet to really burst loose. So, you know, I would say don't wait any longer, and I'm looking very much forward into seeing you in this show where we are going to explore great things. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Cheers.